It's more here. And today we're going to be discussing how to never give up. So, my sort of way to go about this and how I'm going to approach this is the, age old saying, as above, so below. Now, whatever you're going through, whether this is like, a breakup, just a really hard time in your life, maybe unemployment, maybe depression, maybe, all of those things combined, uh, there might be some, sense of like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, and maybe things feel very hard right now. I have some couple things to just share with you that might, help you get through a time like this. So first and foremost, I would like to, you know, start by saying that being in a difficult time does not mean throw away your emotions. And trying to get out of it doesn't mean throw away your emotions. It doesn't mean, be some stoic, feel. But understand that it's a moment. Now, life is comprised of moments. And, usually if things are bad for you, you can assume safely that things shall be good at some point because of the saying and because of the saying that I take to be law, as above, so below. So we're going to type that down. As above, and we'll even like just use a different color here. Just to really emphasize the point. So, below. Now, think about it like this. You're in a bad time, things are hard, unemployment strikes, whatever. To sit there and ruminate and think that like every day it has to be this depressing, uphill battle is foolish and actually, very detrimental to yourself, your character, and your pride and your will. As above, so below gives insight into um, a lot of the underlying sort of systems that are at play at life, and I think one of those is, the drama of the human experience. Basically saying that, I think a major part of the human experience is feeling something. If you don't feel, well, there's no point in living this life. And you're at such a low point. The saying basically kind of puts in it should put the image in your head that it's a teeter totter. It's a back and forth. It's a, if it is this, it is that. If it is that, it is this. Kind of image, because that's what it is at all times. I think that like you should be even. I know it's an oxymoron, but you should even be excited when things are bad are happening. When you have some sort of like struggle, because that means growth is present. Um, but that doesn't quell, the feeling still. Like you can be in a deep pit and, you just can't shake that feeling of, sadness. So we're going to talk about how to shake off the sadness. And You know, some key ways that I, have used in my life is just mindfulness. Now, like I said, all this stuff, or I hope I said, all this stuff is a lot easier said than done. Uh, Now, being mindful and, taking a moment to realize, what it is that bothers you about, the certain situation that you're in, being mindful of, that you're even upset, and even realizing that you're upset, but even like the want and the actual, like, kind of like step in of yourself saying that, like, hey, no, I'm gonna step in and be an active participant in my life. I say all this to say it again on our first step, which is, like I said it already, but mindfulness. Oops. Mindfulness is important because it's really a superpower. I think it's a human superpower because it allows us to have. It's almost like it's also could be intuition, but it allows us to step in situations where the monkey mind is at play, the animal side of us is at play, and we have a consciousness. Though we have higher beings, so we utilize that higher being to step in and say, hey, you're a little upset right now. Maybe you should take a chill pill, understand and reassess the situation. It's only been a couple months. You'll get back in a better situation, or maybe the girl maybe just wasn't really worth it. Maybe you'll find another one. Like just looking towards the future, or staying in the moment and bringing yourself back and realizing that, hey, like right now I'm chilling, I'm watching a good movie. Why am I thinking about that right now? I have yada 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 to be focused about. Why am I thinking about that? Questioning yourself, why is my mind going there? And the more you question it, the more you'll feel kind of icky about getting there, because you're like, you start to get annoyed with yourself. It's like, why do I have to repeat myself? You feel like you're a child, and nobody wants to be a child. Be your own parent. Be your own parent. Like, be on your head a little bit. Like, hey, like I now this. Let's not get this confused with anxiety, but just be on your head a little bit. Be like, hey, you're doing a little extra, man. Cool it. Be mindful. Like, hey, we good. We here. I know on the other end everything is gonna be okay, because the just the law, as above, so below. So if you're not a mental person, if you feel like all the mental gymnastics is a little bit too much, some physical ways to help you. So the next step is writing down your daily emotions. Write down how you feel throughout the day. Um, if you're a person that feels like you can't remember every moment throughout the day, you weren't really paying attention, you're just going through it or whatever, bring a pen and pad with you. Every single time a moment happens, write it down. Write down how you feel. Right after it happens, write down how you feel about it. If you're a person that can't remember, do it at the end of your day. I think it's a nice journaling practice, um, before you go to bed or something like that. Uh, and really maximize. But once again, like, being great takes, like, being a human takes effort. Like, it takes, like active. You have to be active. So when I say things like how to shake off sadness, how to never give up, like, these things take effort. There is no, like, oh, look at me, like I'm just gonna pop up and I'm not no like I'm not hurt and stuff like that. That's not real, dude. Like life is gonna have its ups and downs, as above, so below. Um, so yeah, writing down your daily emotions is another way to help with that. Let's think. What's some more ways? Talking with friends. So like writing down your daily emotions, and another thing that has personally helped me is talking with the homies. So yeah, just chit chatting it up with the homies, letting them know what's the haps with you, how you feeling, and preferably some emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent homies, so you can feel a little bit more safe and at home with them. If not, if you have a therapist, that's even better. Um, a partner, if you feel comfortable telling them about how you feel. Um, but hopefully you have somebody trusting in your life. If not, it's just solo dolo. It's just you, it's just you, my friend. How to never give up. Understand that life, a prime basic law of life is as above so below, meaning that at the end of the day, uh the things that occur, no matter how great or how sorrowful, on the other end, you know it'll the cycle continues. You get me? How to shake off sadness, because as we figured out here, the below parts are gonna happen. So how to shake off that sadness during those below parts? Mindfulness, understanding that on the other side things will be bliss. Being your own parent, controlling yourself, controlling your emotions, being you know um, having discipline. Uh, Mindfulness. If that doesn't work for you, if you're a person that needs something a little bit more physical, write down your emotions or type down your emotions. Write slash type down your daily emotions, and talk with your compadres about how you feel and how those things make you feel. So hopefully, um, those things help you in your quest for more. Um, and remember, stay seeking.